Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. I was puzzling you.
Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. Thanks for starting your day with us. For the record, Courtney thinks that's the Beatles. Coming up today.
No. I don't ask me who it is. I know it's not the Beatles.
Hootie and the Blowfish. Hey, our buddy Drew Kozup today is spending some time at the Transcona Museum.
Rolling Stones.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Nice grab. Our buddy Drew Kozup spending time in Transcona looking at all the things waiting for you to be a tourist there, not just the Transcona Museum, but now walking tours. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, you two. You want to be here on Thursdays at 2:30 because that's when the tours kick off. But I want to mention that you should probably come early because they've got something really great planned for you before the tour even begins.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, so everything kicks off at Centennial Square, which is right by the Transcona Museum, and inside of that area, they got a little farmer's market going on. So before you go on the tour, you can go and peruse some of the local wares, find some, I don't know, fresh fruits and vegetables, some jam, bread, a little crafts, whatever you like. So they've got a really great sort of afternoon planned for you. And to tell us a little bit more about it, I'd like to introduce you to Alana. You are the curator at the Transcona Historical Museum, correct?
Yes.
And you've been telling me a little bit about the history of this particular block. Now, let's go back in time because this area looked a whole lot different back in the 1910s. Basically exactly where we're standing right now, we've got to look at what this looked like more than 100 years ago?
Yes, more than 100 years ago. It was a dirt road. We had wooden sidewalks. There was a gentleman who ran a jitney service here in town, and he would take people into Winnipeg for $5. But he needed 10 people to leave before he would take everyone because he needed that many people to push the vehicle out of the mud if they got stuck.
Get out. So this guy had the service where he'd bring people from out of town into the big city of Transcona.
No, into the big city of Winnipeg.
Oh, gotcha. So,
yeah.
But if they were traveling through Transcona when they were leaving and they got stuck, that's how many people he needed to push them out of the mud streets.
Yes.
Okay, now I gotta ask about the Devil's Strip, because I know this is Regent. This is Regent behind us, but you said no, it had a different name. Why did they call this particular spot the Devil's Strip?
Well, initially, people actually parked in the middle of the street and drove along the sides, like where we do today. So, and it was angled parking, so if you were trying to back out of your spot, you were backing out into incoming traffic, like you couldn't see the people. And if you're pulling out of your spot, you're pulling onto incoming traffic. So it was actually a very dangerous way for the vehicles to be parked there. And it comes from a railroading term, and it's a space where two trains pass, and only the devil would stand there because it was so dangerous. So Regent Avenue, this section of Regent Avenue used to be known as the Devil's Strip.
That is very interesting because they clearly knew it was dangerous because it's called the Devil's Strip. They said, what is the most dangerous thing that we can do with trains? Let's do that with cars on the road. But then after a while they said, you know what? Let's change things up. So we've got to look at what this was, maybe the 1930s?
Yes, in the 1930s, Regent Avenue was paved all the way actually up until Nairn Avenue as a make-work project during the Depression.
Okay.
So the picture that you can see, if that goes up, it shows what Regent Avenue looked like during the paving.
That's really, really cool. What's really neat about the walking tours, like we just picked this one destination and grabbed a couple of highlights, but as we're going through and you guys are leading us through the tours, you're grabbing the photos and stuff that we're being able to see here so that we can kind of show off and get that perspective of what these things used to look like so long ago.
Yeah, sometimes I'm talking about a building that isn't even there anymore, so it gives a really great visual for people to sort of, because not everyone's from Transcona, not everyone remembers the history, so it's a great visual to sort of illustrate what we're talking about.
All right, thank you so much. Thursdays, 2:30 takes about an hour to go through, very leisurely pace. So young, old, and older can all enjoy this and have a very fun afternoon.
Definitely.
You guys have come up with a great plan. Get the details on our website at breakfasttelevision.ca. Taking a quick break here, but more to come later this morning from the Transcona Historical Museum.